This is dedicated to the Scorpionic energy. I'm going to freestyle this one. Scorpio season is always intense. Scorpio always have extra energy to be able to revitalize themselves off. No matter what you do, it's all in the Most High Power hands, because created all these signs, and all of them got different type of aspects to them and attributes, and you got to understand. But the sun, you got to understand that the sun is the most it's the most magnanimous magnet that pulls everything in. You hear what I'm talking about? And that's how that person handled those experiences. You might think you're going up against a weak motherfucker, and then you realize that motherfucker is stronger than what you thought. You thought a motherfucker words and powerful hands and, you know what I'm saying, healing power, and to be able to overcome and to be able to conquer every situation that comes into their life, no matter if it feels like a drowning or it feels like a uplifting. You got to be careful messing around with a motherfucking real one. You know what I'm saying? Thinking you could be able to shut down the motherfucking vocal cords, illuminating the light unto the people. You see this what it's about. It's about something that's trying to attack, and it could be the inner self of yourself trying to attack you. But then again, it could be something else. But this Scorpio season, right? We gotta go deep. Cause if we don't go deep, then you're gonna be thinking all too sideways, out of the pocket, all fuzzy and shit. Like it's still Libra season, and it ain't anymore. Like you gotta start thinking a little bit more deeper, and you gotta be a little bit more serious in your understanding of who you are. It's represented by a lot of things, Scorpio, ionic energy, right? You want to know what a Scorpio is? Then you just go find one. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much show everybody got a Scorpio in their family somewhere. It's not too many sons. Like Scorpio sons, it can be a lot of them, but like in a chain, I have 5 Scorpio kids, like sons, sun signs. Nah, never saw that before. And it probably a possibility. That's a lot of transformation. I think that shit turns into coma after that. Like you talk with my ass with these 5. Scorpionic energy is, to me, my philosophy. It's the type of sign that investigate, but only for a purpose of maturity and growth. Because, you know what I'm saying? The Scorpio is such a watery sign that it would love to walk in the breeze of every situation that they have, meaning that they would love for it to be emotionally charged in something that's, you know what I'm saying, that's, it's just like, you know what I'm saying, like if you look, basically, if you ain't spooking, Scorpio's sun ain't spooking, because they pull in everything, and when they pull it in, wherever they planets at in their chart, when they pull it in, it grows up out of the roots. You know what I'm saying? On the other side, the Taurian side of things. Shit that it values. That's why I started stacking values, and it's a fixed sign, and it take a long time to understand what it values, because sometimes they have to go through that long-term stage, and then when it get out of it, the value becomes even more thicker to the self understanding and the things that it sense. Like I don't, like, say if you've been in a relationship for over 5 years, that's probably not long enough for a Scorpio. It probably need to be a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying? So say if you've been in a relationship for over 5 years, if you ever was to leave that relationship, Being a Scorpionic energy, sun sign. You know what I'm saying? That is just more thickness because you have dug deep all the experiences that you have gathered throughout your lifetime with that person and with the places and things and the people and everything that was attached to you was attached to them. And everything that was attached to you shall win, and that's how you feel. Right? All Scorpios feel well, whoever attached to me went into. You fucking right. That's the conscious part. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no other planets. That ain't Mercury. Mercury's just trying to get the information and be able to communicate this thought process of the higher mind of what they have collected. That's why it gets real intense on certain subjects and topics, or the Scorpio don't want to say it because they know the truth behind the power of the vocal around words and fruition and rubbing your stomach when it hurts, or just rubbing your leg when it hurts, and you saying magical things to it, positive things. You ain't saying my fucking leg. You ain't saying hit my fucking toe. You ain't say got a bump on my fucking face. You know what you say? You say I'm about to heal you. You doing so good. You doing so well. Get back in order. Get back in there. You telling whatever's going on in your stomach, come on, get back in pocket. Pushing on it. You got a headache. You know what I'm saying? Headaches is the toughest one because you already thriving in the motherfucking brain because you can't stop thinking it's insane. You know what I'm saying? Like when you catch a headache for a Scorpio, it's even more motherfucking worse. Scorpio is a very powerful energy to the point where it's not taking any lack. I try to tell you, Scorpio energy is really there. Be like, whatever attached to me wins. But at the same time, it's a lot of shit that I'm juggling. You see what I'm saying? You gotta think about that. See, you see still waters? Them motherfuckers run deep, huh? That's Scorpio type of energy. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know where that came from. That came from Scorpio. You know what I'm saying? That came from somebody who has a lot of Scorpio in them. Even if it wasn't just the sun, it could have been not the sun. It could have been a whole motherfucking stallion in that bitch besides the sun. But the wordplay, it could have been Mercury there with the wordplay like that. To think about the Scorpionic energy and really be able to relate it out. You know what I'm saying? To the people, or to itself, to those who it loves and adores. Scorpio, we not finished. Where you going? Come here. Sex, titties, ass, ding dongs, and ping pongs. It's the beautiful combination when we're talking about Scorpio and sex. But it's not, that's not the problem. Sex is very deep, right? It's trying to root something in your eyes. That's why, you know what I'm saying? It's like that. It's like I want to put it on you so I can root something into you, so I can help you nourish something and grow and heal. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all about healing, still at the end of the day. Like with a Scorpionic type of energy, everything that comes to it always have this like healing, regenerating, like you scrape your having sex is like I scrape my knee. I come to you for some Neosporin. You know what I'm saying? I had now it's all healed up, but now I got a lot. Now it's all healed up, the scar, but it left that. And can you give me some of that cocoa butter? It's sex. I'm all new again for you. I know I've been through a lot. And depending on what my mindset is, it can go so many ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just need to understand. Love is a drug, and it's a very powerful weapon when you're using it so dangerously, like a samurai sword, just swinging it all over the place. Because Scorpio is connected to the spiritualness of things. See, you gotta be comfortable with your spirituality of enlightenment to things that are hidden unto people, and you have came, and you know what I'm saying. You take it. You take it. Don't say I heard someone say this. I heard you know. You take it. You know the whole thing I see is this. Let's because I don't mind talking about certain aspects of certain things in reality in life. I love you. I wanted to say that to all the Scorpios out there. Because without you, what is fucking real and what is not real? You understand? The core essence of that shit, of real and not real. Can see behind facades and can see behind fuzz, right? This is a sign that is very illuminated in those darker areas of everyone's lives out of those 12 zodiacal houses. Scorpionic energy is here somewhere in the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seven, eight, nine, 10, where the sun is there, illuminating that type of energy. So we gotta come on. Like, can't nobody go no more deeper than this right here. If you want to talk about it, let's talk about it. Come on. One thing you could do is just, you know what I'm saying, try to step on my, you know what I'm saying, step on my self-esteem. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit, I'm gonna still emerge. You just, every time you step on it, I'm still coming back even better than before. And I'm gonna have to prove something to you that I never wanted to prove before. Don't do me like that. Motherfucking Scorpio, bitch. Give a fuck about none of you motherfuckers. Especially, you know what I'm talking about. Those who try to keep everyone behind on their motherfucking courage. To be able to say what the fuck they need to say to be able to help some fucking body. You gotta be out of your fucking top, bitch. But I'm gonna give it to you right now, raw and straight, because I'm sick of it. 2 plus 2 is 4, bitch. And once y'all hating ass motherfuckers stop and be able to smell your own shit, then maybe you probably wake up and smell what's really, where the funk is really coming from, and that's your funky ass. You know you dealing with Scorpios. Like, you can't be fucking around with Scorpios. No matter how much you try to put on a steel toe boot and be like, I see the motherfucker right there. I'm about to squat it. I'm about to squash it. You about to squash what? You out of your fucking mind. Go sit your stupid ass down. They try with all their crazy might to huff and puff and tear you down And you better pay attention to where your scorpionic energy is at, because the sun is there. That means that you able to see these things manifest in your motherfucking life, meaning that you got the power. Scorpio already know what to deal with Scorpio, but some other people don't know how to deal with Scorpio. They just go off the, they go stinging motherfuckers, and you got to be careful because you might run out of venom. You know what I'm saying? Venom takes a long time to regenerate. Well, hold up. Because a real Scorpio, now I just said all that about you fake motherfuckers. But a real one don't have to fucking transform and have to wait until no motherfucking venom reproduces. You know what I'm saying? Sting a motherfucker once, can do it again twice. It's built in the gland muscles. Heavy dose of motherfucking venom. Don't even have to stop at the gas station. You hear what I'm talking about when we talk about the motherfucking Scorpio. You gotta understand what the fuck is given. I ain't bullshitting you on this. And I don't give a fuck what Scorpios you fuck with. And if you like them or you dislike their ass. I don't give a fuck about that. Trying to tell you how powerful a motherfucking Scorpio is. You better, I don't give a fuck what you got. You know what I'm saying? As a sun sign, I'm pretty much sure you're amazing and special in your own fucking way. But when it comes down to this intense shit, where the light shines, it gotta be one up, head up on your ass. And it's just like you, wherever your sun is at. Maybe you probably in that field of your life, in your area, you probably one up, head up on a motherfucker. But how could you go head up on somebody that already goes deep? Literally goes split right between the lines. It is blockages. But the claws are there for a reason. To move the fucking prey out the way. Because we don't eat no motherfucking venomous fucking food. We produce it. You think a Scorpio is about to fucking sting a fucking turtle and eat that bitch? Fuck no. Did you know that the scorpion was it's a predator? Like, bitch, you don't hunt me, I hunt you, bitch. You understand what I'm saying? That's the scorpionic energy. And a lot of people who don't have the sun energy, they would never understand that. Like, you don't fucking hunt me down, I hunt your ass down, motherfucker. Bitch, you don't do me wrong, bitch, I'ma do you wrong. You do me wrong, I'ma do you worse, motherfucker. That's why it's always warnings like, don't do me like that. That's why it's always, look, let's reconcile this shit. That's why it's always, look, you need to take it easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to give you you know what I'm saying? I'm just giving you warning shots. Don't make me have to, don't make me have to brew over your motherfucking ass for too long. Cause I'm gonna have to do something about it. Cause I'm so emotional. Cause the Scorpio would do that. They would fucking brew over some shit for so fucking long, to the point where, especially if it's an ongoing pattern, because it sense those things, patterns and shit. You know what I'm saying? The little tiny things, cause it ain't like it's eating horses and shit. It's eating it's eating spiders and shit. Crushing the motherfuckers. Straight predator. Don't think a Scorpio is just gonna let you do whatever the fuck you want to do to him, crazy motherfucker. Scorpios have no choice but to be thrown into the fire because it's a predator, meaning that it goes. Sometimes the motherfucker can go looking for trouble just to test a motherfucker. Like, come here. And no matter what the mental is and the Venus and the Mercury's and the Mars, well, maybe Mars and Pluto, but at the same time, doesn't even fucking matter. The sun is gonna pull it all in into that aura, and that's the vitality of a Scorpio. It's the Scorpionic way, because that's the only way that it really knows how to operate in a world like this. It can be in the world. When I say world, I'm talking about the rising sign. When I say your world, you can have a rising sign that's in any sign, in Gemini, Taurus, Aquarius, Pisces, Libra, Capricorn, Virgo, Leo. You know what I'm saying? Cancer, Sagittarius. You know what I'm saying? Did we get them all? And it still won't equate to the sun being in Scorpio. Females know it the hardest because females is the one that causes. You know what I'm saying? They got a. You know what I'm saying? Females just, they just more. They more, I don't give a fuck. Like, whatever, I'm not even trying to come out on the easy side. I need to stay on this fucking side that I'm on. And it stays there. Fuck. It stays there. Like, it stays in that Scorpionic mode where it's a bad bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I don't give a fuck. Because it's the emotions, and emotions don't mind showing itself so easily in a female when it comes down to Scorpio. Scorpio, like, I'm sun sign Scorpio, I gotta be able to produce this type of energy. Now, I'm not talking about the moon sign. I'm talking about the sun being here, meaning that the expression of it is just gonna be more expressive. You know what I'm saying? While the male, like, I don't want to do you like that. Male be brewing a long time, like it's having a baby, and then it give birth, and hopefully on the other side of that fucking birth isn't no motherfucking freak shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they got some Scorpios out here, you know what I'm saying, that's on some weird shit. And they got other Scorpios out here on some motherfucking real shit. You know what I'm saying? That's really showing their motherfucking truth in their glands. Sting your fucking ass. Hold on longer than your fucking ass. Like, you know how some people emotion snaps? It don't go like that for a Scorpio. No matter if you're a Scorpio sun with a motherfucking Aries moon, it won't play out like that for you because apparently you still gotta brew. You gotta you know what I'm saying? You just not about to, okay, that's like, ain't nobody about to eat you. Not like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying, like, yeah, that. Nobody is gonna eat you like a predator like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna think twice about it first, maybe 3 times, and then try to do something about it. That's when you just start throwing up your claws, you know what I'm saying, and having a fucking tail curl. But I'm gonna tell you like this. When it's time for you to do what you have to do, you automatically do it because there ain't nobody out there that can stop it. Because you was built like that. You was built like a motherfucking Scorpio. Fuck you talking about? You the fucking one. Fuck. You the one that be, having these desires that you want to see come into fruition. What the fuck you on? You the one that know a lot of shit. You hear me? You know a lot of shit. And the shit that you know is really transformative in people's life. But sometimes it's hard for a motherfucker to take that shit. That's only if you believe that it's hard for a motherfucker to take that shit. Because you automatically get the presence, right? Just the aura. Because something is so mysterious anyway. And the motherfuckers just want to check it out. And when they check it out, and then they're going to see what the fuck is really given. But they got to be able to understand your dialogue and how you be able to express these things that are very deep. And can you express something that's so deep? That's like you talking to a motherfucking astronaut, and an astronaut is trying to explain to you something about astrology. Like it just wouldn't add. It'd just sound like mythology at the end of the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Be like, oh well, fuck. Okay, I thought you would have hooked me up with, you know what I'm saying, telling me something about Mars or Venus being in the whoop the whoop house, ninth house, 10th house, something like shit like that. I don't know. Fuck. And you walk off empty handed, but with a Scorpio ionic energy, when a Scorpio runs into shit like that, they don't walk off empty handed. They walk with valuable information on things that a motherfucker is lacking, because they already know whatever you lack, you will be attacked. They looking for that because they need to look for something to grab with their claws. So they live in a world like this. Like the I need to be able to get it in my grip. I need to get a grip on it. You know, somebody like you see them in the movies and the motherfucker gets smacked and they say, get a hold of yourself. That's the type of motherfucking shit Scorpio do to themselves all the fucking time when they getting ready to snap.
Yo, I'm half of a 100 inches in my battery. This level of furnishing power is strongly against my constitutionality.
Fucking ride the pony. You heard me? Alright, this is gonna be the last one about fucking Scorpio. Fucking divas and fucking stingers and fucking captains, you heard me? All the fucking dog shit. Cause motherfuckers get lost on that side cause they don't know how to maneuver through the shit. Go talk to a Libra. And then you gotta tell Libra, you gotta get the fuck from over here and get pulled up out of the water. Or you gotta be able to accept this shit and be able to reflect this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because every sign graduate over 30 years of their life. You understand? Like, in a progressive sun chart. So the Scorpio sun really becomes a motherfucking Sagittarius, just like a Libra really becomes a motherfucking Scorpio over time. And so after your first 30 years of living on this beautiful earth, you end up transitioning over to your next dynamic of who you are. That means that no one ever stays the same. No one ever remains the same. There's nothing new under the sun either. Just because you change doesn't mean that you the only motherfucker that's changing. That ain't new. Change is a thing. But when we start defining your change, that's when things get a little strange. That's just fucking real. Once you be able to define your shit, like how you have changed and what you accepted and what you still hold on to. Come on, you already know motherfucking rocking no finger waves in 2023, but yet and still you think that that's what it's given. You know what I'm saying? Wearing all that Mr. T jewelry, thinking that's what it's really given. You gotta learn that scorpionic energy is all about evolution, and that's one of the ways where it's trying to get itself up out of the water. You hear what I'm saying? One sign, the sign before it, Libra, need to get itself in the water and see those darker things and to be able to understand those darker things. And then the Scorpio need to be able to relate those things on a universal level of those darker things and be able to harmonize and gather the people up on a amazing broad scale of reality, because it's not afraid to be able to speak its truth. We got to go past the sexuality of life when we talking about Scorpio. We got to go deep into that motherfucker. We going past the nipples and the areolas. Let me tell you something. They said in this last part, to all those who live in the life of Scorpio, I know that you are conquering over every situation that came through your way, and you will fucking win. Fuck what anybody gotta say. Cause like I told you already, at the end of the motherfucking day, you always slay. Till then, till next time. I was your host, Sir Howard, and I only came true to help you with your power in STRU. Till then.